What's up? I'm your girl RCQ, Asia Michaud, and welcome back to Real Cultured, a platform dedicated to movies and pop culture where the conversations are always real. Real talk, real fun, real cultured. Welcome back to The Blueprint, a new Real Cultured series that shines a spotlight on pioneering Black filmmakers who paved the way. From Oscar Michaud's fearless independence to Spike Lee's bold disruption to Ava DuVernay's visionary future, and many more. Each episode uncovers the legacy, the battles, and the brilliance that shaped Black storytelling on screen. Subscribe to Real Cultured wherever you listen to podcasts, and join me on this journey through the filmmakers who changed the real world. Selma, Alabama, 1965. A bridge becomes a battlefield, a march becomes a movement. Decades later, one woman would bring this movement to the screen with grace and power. That woman is Ava DuVernay. Ava doesn't just direct films, she opens doors. She built pipelines. She turned her vision into a movement for inclusion in Hollywood. Born in Long Beach, California, Ava DuVernay didn't start in film school. She began her career in journalism and spent years in public relations, where she eventually started her own firm, the DuVernay Agency, in 1999. Ava worked with celebrities and studios, learning how Hollywood worked, and more importantly, who it worked for and who it didn't work for. In her 30s, she picked up a camera for herself. In 2010, she directed 3 documentaries, followed by her first feature, I Will Follow, in 2011. The movie was made in just 15 days for $50,000. In just 3 short years, DuVernay showcased a voice that was undeniable. In 2012, DuVernay's film Middle of Nowhere won her Best Director at Sundance, making her the first Black woman ever to win the award. Ava went from behind the red carpet to behind the camera. And once she stepped into that space, she never looked back. Ava's films are about truth, whether historic or contemporary. Not only that, she made history in her telling of history. She became the first Black woman to be nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Director for her work on Selma, and Selma was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, making her the first Black woman to direct a film with that nomination. Ava told a civil rights story with humanity, centering not just on Martin Luther King Jr., but the people, the community, and the movement behind the figureheads.
Hey Real Fam, I hope you're loving the Blueprint series here on Real Cultured. If you are, don't forget to hit that like, follow, or subscribe button wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're feeling extra love, drop us a review. It helps more people discover these stories and join the conversation. But that's not all. Check out other productions from AM Media Productions, like Roots, Routes and Voices That Shape America, a Cincinnati Compass podcast. It highlights immigrant stories across the Cincinnati region, honoring the uniqueness of each journey, the beauty and bravery of becoming, the messiness of culture, and what it truly means to be American. You can find the link to listen, subscribe, and learn more at www.realculture.com. All right, let's get back to the show.
In 2016, Netflix released 13th, Ava's searing documentary exposing the pipeline from slavery to mass incarceration. She interviewed activists, politicians, and scholars, weaving a narrative that reframed how America understood the criminal justice system. In 2019, When They See Us shook the world, Ava dramatized the story of the exonerated 5 young Black and Latino men falsely accused in the Central Park jogger case. It was painful, powerful, and a transformative moment. The series reached over 23 million viewers in its first month on Netflix, and millions confronted the human cost of injustice in a way that headlines could never capture. Ava's work isn't just cinema, it's education, it's activism, it's hard truths on screen. But her legacy isn't just in the stories she tells, it's in the space she created for others. Through her distribution collective, Array, she champions films by women and people of color, pushing them into theaters, onto streaming platforms, and into classrooms. She also made history directing A Wrinkle in Time, the first Black woman to direct a studio film that grossed over $100 million. For the first time, young Black girls saw themselves at the center of a contemporary Disney blockbuster with a Black woman directing it. But perhaps Ava's most lasting legacy thus far is her infrastructure. Array's campus in Los Angeles isn't just a headquarters, it's a hub for training, community events, and building the next generation of storytellers. Where Michaud built space and Spike shook the system, Ava is constructing an entire ecosystem, a future where the next generation doesn't have to fight to be seen. Ava DuVernay showed us that storytelling can be activism, that film can be both art and action. Her blueprint is one of ownership, opportunity, and opening doors wider than they've ever been. I'm your Real Culture Queen, Asia Michelle. Thank you for listening to Real Culture, The Blueprint. If this brief story inspired you, subscribe, share, and leave a review so more people can discover these legacies. And don't miss what's next, from Spike Lee's Bold Disruption, plus many more filmmakers who are changing the real world. Because our stories aren't just history, they're shaping our future. I'm your Real Culture Queen, Asia Michelle, reminding you to keep it real. Until next time.